This is live from New Delhi. You're watching DT India Live. DT India, India's voice to the world. I'm Sakal Bhatt, and coming up in the next 30 minutes. Prime Minister Modi pushes for collective efforts for global governance and standards at the Artificial Intelligence Action Summit in Paris, announces India to host the event next year. US Vice President J.D. Vance appreciates Prime Minister Modi's remarks at AI Summit in France, says US will block efforts to undermine AI. And US President Donald Trump warns all hell is going to break loose if every Israeli hostage is not released from Gaza by noon on Saturday. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered opening address at the AI Summit at Grand Palais in Paris. India is co-chairing the AI Summit with its focus on reshaping industries and redefining the global technological landscape. Its aim is to make an inclusive, safe and trustworthy ecosystem. More than 100 countries are participating to push AI agenda forward and faster. Prime Minister Modi also said that artificial intelligence is already reshaping our economy, our society and our security.
AI is already reshaping our polity, our economy, our security and even our society. AI is writing the code for humanity in this century. But it is very different from other technology milestones in human history. AI is developing at an unprecedented scale and speed and being adapted and deployed even faster. There is also a deep interdependence across borders. Therefore, there is a need for collective global efforts to establish governance and standards that uphold our shared values, address risks, and build trust.
Prime Minister Modi said that India has successfully built digital infrastructure at a low cost.
India has successfully built a digital public infrastructure for over 1.4 billion people at a very low cost. It is built around an open and accessible network. It has regulations and a wide range of applications to modernize our economy, reform governance, and transform the lives of our people. We have unlocked the power of data through our data empowerment and protection architecture. And we have made digital commerce democratic and accessible to all. This vision is the foundation of India's national AI mission.
Prime Minister Modi said that artificial intelligence can help transform millions of lives by improving health, education and agriculture, adding that it can help create a world in which the journey to sustainable development goals becomes easier and faster.
AI can help transform millions of lives by improving health, education, agriculture, and so much more. It can help create a world in which the journey to sustainable development goals becomes easier and faster.
Prime Minister Modi said that there is a need to invest in skilling and reskilling people for an artificial intelligence-driven future, adding that no job loss in AI is. He said that job loss is artificial intelligence most feared disruption. But he also added that history has shown that work does not disappear because of technology.
Loss of jobs is AI's most feared disruption. But history has shown that work does not disappear due to technology. Its nature changes and new types of jobs are created. We need to invest in skilling and reskilling our people for an AI-driven future.
The Indian Prime Minister said that New Delhi leads in artificial intelligence adoption and techno-legal solutions on data privacy, and India is developing AI applications for public good, stating that India is ready to share its experience and expertise to ensure that artificial intelligence future is for good and for all.
Today, India leads in AI adoption and techno-legal solutions on data privacy. We are developing AI applications for public good. We have one of the world's largest AI talent pools. India is building its own large language model considering our diversity. And India is ready to share its experience and expertise to ensure that AI future is for good and for all.
Addressing the closing session, India's Prime Minister Modi announced that India will be happy to host the next AI summit and welcomed the decision of setting up AI Foundation.
I welcome the decision to set up the AI Foundation at the Council for Sustainable AI. We must also make the global partnership for AI truly global in nature. It should be more inclusive of the global South and its priorities, concerns and needs. To build on the momentum of this Action Summit, India would be happy to host the next summit.
India's Prime Minister Modi held bilateral talks with the President of Estonia, Alar Karis, on the sidelines of the AI Action Summit in Paris. Both sides held talks on a wide range of issues of mutual interest. French President Emmanuel Macron addressed the opening session of the second day of the AI summit in Paris. French President highlighted that the challenge of artificial intelligence is to master the technology and put it in the service of humanity.
I believe that this is exactly the challenge that we're facing with artificial intelligence. That is to say, to embrace formidable technological transformations, to succeed in mastering through new computing capacities and profound advances what artificial intelligence is, and its implications in many sectors, and to do so in the service of our humanity.
Faire au service de notre humanité.
Addressing the closing session of the summit, President Macron said that open source AI is the need of the hour, stressing that the importance of Prime Minister Modi's point on making AI accessible to all.
We want to trust artificial intelligence. We have to have greater and more consolidated quality data. And we want to have models, we want to have open access, but it has to be multiple access. We're all different. You can see it just looking around the auditorium here. And the example we saw from Prime Minister Modi earlier with the left hand and the right hand, we can see the different models. We want open source models and multiple sorts which reflect our diversity. Transparency of algorithms are key elements to establish trust in artificial intelligence.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has announced a push of channel 200 billion euros in public and private investments into Europe's nascent artificial intelligence industry.
Computational power requires immediate, substantial financial capital from both public and private. In this context, I welcome the European AI Champions initiative that pledges 150 billion euros from providers, investors and industry. And today I can announce that with our Invest AI initiative, we can top up by 50 billion euros. So thereby, we aim to mobilize a total of 200 billion euros for AI investment in Europe.
Meanwhile, US Vice President J.D. Vance warned against excessive regulation of artificial intelligence at a Paris summit on the technology. He also lauded Prime Minister Modi's point of AI making humans more productive.
The Trump administration will maintain a pro-worker growth path for AI, so it can be a potent tool for job creation in the United States. And I appreciate Prime Minister Modi's point. AI, I really believe, will facilitate and make people more productive. It is not going to replace human beings. It will never replace human beings. AI, we believe, is going to make us more productive, more prosperous, and more free.
Google CEO Sundar Pichai called AI the biggest technological shift, bigger than mobile and personal computer. He also highlighted the importance of AI assistance in shaping the coming future.
The real promise of having an AI assistant in the context of anything you're doing, be it while learning something, a radiologist looking at images, a doctor engaging with a patient, all of that is going to be assisted, and it's going to deeply be embedded in your workflows. That is as real as it gets in a 2 to 4 year time frame. And you can imagine the impact from a productivity standpoint. And I think that's one of the most tangible opportunities. I think it's very, very real that will happen.
World leaders posed for a group photo as the AI Action Summit in Paris came to close on Tuesday. While opening the second day of the AI Summit in Paris, President Macron said that the summit is an opportunity to have this dialogue and to try to follow this path and to understand the science and to put it at the service of collective progress. While Indian Prime Minister Modi said that new technology has not led to a loss of work and that he believes AI will create new types of jobs as well. Meanwhile, a consortium led by Elon Musk on Monday said that it has offered $97.4 billion to buy the non-profit that controls OpenAI, another salvo in the billionaire's fight to block the artificial intelligence startup from transitioning into for-a-profit firm. Musk's bid is likely to ratchet up long-standing tensions with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman over the future of ChatGPT maker at the heart of a boom in generative AI technology. Musk co-founded OpenAI with Altman in 2015 as a non-profit but left before the company took off. He founded the competing AI startup XAI in 2023. Musk is the CEO of the Tesla and the owner of the tech and social media company X, is a close ally of President Donald Trump. Musk recently criticized a $500 billion open AI-led project announced by Trump at the White House. And still to come on DT India Live, coming up next, the third edition of India's Energy Week begins in New Delhi. We'll get you more details. And we will get you the latest from the Aero India 2025 show underway in Bangalore.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
You're watching DT India Live. I'm Sakal Bhatt, and let's get you some more special coverage from France, where French Foreign Minister spoke exclusively to DT India's Tapesh Bhattacharya. This is DT India exclusive for us. Take a listen.
Both countries have, congratulations first for this AI summit. Both countries have shown that AI summit can be done, and the camaraderie and the bonhomie between both the leaders are amazing. How do you see both countries taking it forward?
So France and India have a very strong relationship, and technology and artificial intelligence are a key element of this strategic partnership. And this is why we're very grateful for India and Prime Minister Modi to have accepted to co-chair this summit, which is the largest ever organized on the topic of AI.
So he spoke about global south and time for AI to move towards providing it for other people also who don't have that access. How do you see France looking ahead for that?
We share the same view. We think there is a third path between an AI that would be controlled by governments, AI that would be controlled by very large big tech companies. We think that there is a third path that relies on open technology, sustainable technology that can provide for welfare enhancement for the people of the world. This is exactly the spirit of the public digital infrastructure that India have been promoting. And this is in this spirit that we want to build and promote such open, sustainable and governed AI infrastructure for the benefit of all.
So we believe that India and India can be a major partner in that building, for France, the digital infrastructure for other countries and for the global world.
That's right, and the foundation that was just launched minutes ago, to which France and India, alongside with countries from Europe but also from Africa will be participating, will be a key tool, it's called Current AI, will be a key tool to develop this approach where open models, data sets, philanthropic foundations and entrepreneurs can join forces to solve the big problems of the century, health, environment, access to public services and so on.
Both countries share a lot of values on defense and other aspects. There will be bilateral talks. What are the key aspects that you believe that both countries will take it forward, even Prime Minister Modi and Macron will be meeting for bilateral talks?
Cooperation in the field of energy, cooperation in the field of culture and mobility, and many other topics that I hope we'll have the time to cover, because as I was preparing for the meetings we'll have tonight and tomorrow, there was so much to discuss between France and India that it might require yet another visit, maybe by President Macron to India next year.
Just want to know, how do you see Prime Minister Modi's vision about the World Global Summit?
Well, again, as I was saying, as far as AI is concerned, other topics is concerned, we believe that technology and development should be accessible to all. And this is exactly the spirit of all the actions that President Macron has promoted on the international stage. Thank you.
Much appreciated. So that was the French Foreign Minister in an exclusive interview to DD India, has stated the fact that both the countries will be looking to take this forward. With camera person Rakesh, this is Tapush Bhattacharya for DD India from Paris.
France, they're lauding India's digital public infrastructure and India's future vision for artificial intelligence under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now let's shift our focus to some other stories that we are tracking for you this hour. The third edition of India Energy Week began in New Delhi on Tuesday with Prime Minister Modi virtually addressing the 4-day mega event. India Energy Week 2025 incorporates 7 key strategic themes of collaboration, resilience, transition, capacity, digital frontiers, innovation and leadership, with greater emphasis on pragmatic solutions for decarbonization, energy equity and low-carbon economies. It promises unparalleled global participation from ministries, CEOs and industry leaders. Prime Minister Modi underlined the steps taken by the government to promote green energy in the 2025 budget. He said that every investment being made in energy is creating new jobs for the youth and creating opportunities for green jobs.
सरकार ने ईवी और मोबाइल फोन बैटरी की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से जुड़ी कई चीजों को बेसिक कस्टम ड्यूटी से बाहर किया है। कोबाल्ट पाउडर, लिथियम आयन बैटरी वेस्ट, लेड, जिंक, ऐसे अनेक क्रिटिकल मिनरल से ड्यूटी हटा दी गई है। नेशनल क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स मिशन भी भारत में एक सशक्त सप्लाई चेन के निर्माण में बड़ी भूमिका निभाएगा। नॉन लिथियम बैटरी इकोसिस्टम को प्रमोट करने की दिशा में भी हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इस वर्ष के बजट में हमने न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी सेक्टर को भी ओपन कर दिया है। एनर्जी में हो रहा हर इन्वेस्टमेंट नौजवानों के लिए नई जॉब्स क्रिएट कर रहा है, ग्रीन जॉब्स के अवसर बना रहा है। साथियों, भारत के एनर्जी सेक्टर को मजबूती देने के लिए हम इसे जनता की पावर से लैस कर रहे हैं।
On to updates from your Aero India 2025. On day 2, India is hosting the Defence Ministers' Conclave on the theme Bridge Building Resilience through International Defence and Global Engagement. Conclave aims to facilitate dialogue towards strategic partnership with friendly countries. It encapsulates the dynamic geopolitical conditions and the path to mutual prosperity, which can be bridged through cooperation among nations with shared vision of security and development. Well, Bangladesh has slipped 2 positions in Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index for 2024, ranking 151st out of 180 countries. Transparency International Bangladesh Executive Director revealed the findings on Tuesday at a press conference marking the release of the TI's annual corruption index. The country recorded its lowest score in 13 years, scoring 23 out of 100, a 1-point drop from the previous year. In 2023, Bangladesh ranked 149th. And that's all for this edition of DD India Live. Let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can get the latest news and updates on DD India mobile app. It's available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen now to download. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Sakal Bhatt, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.
Timeless, boundless, and infinite. The essence of faith, the soul of Sanatan culture. From the sacred confluence of Prayag, where divinity descends to earth. Witness the grandeur, the devotion, the magic. World's largest cultural and spiritual gathering, with over 450 million devotees expected to attend. Mahakumbh, India's greatest festival of faith. Exclusively on DD India.